I've been warning that as Trump's popularity drops, he might try to include the United States in a war in order to try to take advantage of the burst of patriotism that might accompany that. And it looks like that might be what's happening. Another possibility is simply that he looks weak with Netanyahu openly disobeying him on the world stage and bombing Iran, and so he wants to get involved as a way to say, actually, this was my idea, and it's all Iran's fault for not signing a deal, even though they did sign a deal with Obama. And they didn't get bombed because Trump asked Israel to bomb them. They got bombed because Israel ignored Trump. So he looks very weak right now, and he wants to start a war, both to boost popularity and to not look as weak. This is the same playbook that Putin used in 2008. He attacked Georgia. In 2014, he attacked Crimea. And in 2022, he attacked the rest of Ukraine. These were all instances in which his popularity at home was dropping. And starting a war gives you the opportunity, as a wannabe dictator, to try to censor the press, to try to paint your political opposition as disloyal. And we'll see how well this actually works, because the truth is that I don't think Americans are very supportive of war with Iran right now. And I think Trump's total just ability to influence the narrative seems to be sagging, finally. It seems like he is kind of in over his head. He probably has dementia. He's really struggling. And kind of two pop culture references that I've been thinking about a lot lately is, last night I watched Idiocracy, and they talked a lot about how society might look if people were really, just had dropped, the IQs had dropped, which they have been for the last decade, by the way. IQs have dropped significantly over the last decade. And it basically looks like kind of a MMA type society where it's all about showmanship and nobody really understands what's going on, which sadly does seem kind of reminiscent of America right now. But the other kind of pop culture reference I've been thinking about is Warhammer 40K. There's this god in the game or deity that is the deity of war and violence, and they become more powerful as society becomes more chaotic. But if the leader or a major general or something dies, then that sparks conflict within the force for who's going to take over. And it looks like that might be happening with the MAGA movement already, because people perceive that Trump is really old. He's not doing super well mentally. And the MAGA movement is starting to break apart a little bit, which means they might become weaker soon. That hopefully we'll see if that actually happens. But I really hope so. I really hope this is the moment that we finally see a decrease in Trump's popularity and the MAGA movement's strength. And maybe as Trump becomes visibly weaker, his supporters just become less passionate about supporting him.